Question. Guess who's going to be answering the yay or nay game this time? No, it's not Steve. Back in about 10 seconds. Hi, this is Jan from New York City, and my channel name is Jan from New York City Saves Money. At times, I'd hope that you'd think to know that I also like to save time, energy, sanity, have a little fun once in a while, which we're going to do tonight. Welcome, Steve Young from the Steve Young 74 channel. Steve, how are you today?
Oh, not too bad. I'm
good.
Pretty good. Yeah.
Guess who's going to be asking me the questions this time? The tables are turned. So I'm going to turn this over to Steve. Steve, thank you so much for being here, by the way. Appreciate it.
Sure. You're welcome.
So this time around, you're going to be asking me the questions. I'm going to put you on this sort of a shot here. There you go.
All right. Well, these are actually pretty good questions. I kind of like these myself. Okay. Yay or nay, or yes or no, whichever you prefer to answer. Of course, I'll ask you down the list, if you would yay or nay or yes or no. And then if need be, or if you like, I can go back after the fact and ask you, why did you say that?
Oh, that'd be great. I appreciate that. That'll be fun.
Okay. All right.
It's a good way to get to know me a little better, right?
A little better. Yeah. So, all right, to start with, sardines. How do you feel about sardines?
No.
Yay. No? Okay. This is a good one. Even I myself at one time was introduced to try this, but never did. And I'm willing to try it because I like greens, but I'm going to ask you, how do you feel about watercress? That's an interesting one.
Yes.
Okay. This one, okay. The next one is cottage cheese.
No.
No? Okay. Let's see. Sharp provolone.
No.
No? Okay. Let's see. Cold eggplant parmesan.
Yes.
Yeah. How can you not like that? Okay. The other one, the next one on the list, sugar-free marmalade.
Yes.
Okay. This one made me scratch my head, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Hot tuna fish.
Blah.
Okay.
No.
All right. Next one on the list. Rare hamburger.
No.
No? Okay. Okay. How do you feel about this one? How do you feel about a burger on sliced bread and not on a bun? Yay or nay, or yes or no?
Yay.
Yay? Okay. A cheap hot dog?
No.
No? Okay. Plain frosting from a can?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes.
All right. Let's see. Crunchy peanut butter?
Yes.
Okay. Oysters?
No.
No? Okay. Bluefish?
Yuck. No.
No? Yeah. Mutual here. I've never had it. Mushroom pizza?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Anchovy pizza?
No.
No? Okay. Cold Chinese food?
I wish there was a sometimes option, but there isn't. So I'll have to say yes.
Yes? Okay. All right. All right. Now let's go back, and I need to ask you as to why on the nose you feel the way you do. Okay. Why do you not? I notice you happen to mention no for sardines. Why do you not like sardines?
I don't like anything, Steve, that tastes very fishy.
Fishy?
Anything that has a strong, pronounced fishy taste. I'm assuming sardines has a strong, pronounced fishy taste, does it? Because you've eaten them, right?
It can. Now, the only one that I will eat that I prefer is the one in mustard. The mustard itself, being a little bit of a potent condiment, will somewhat cover up the fishy taste. It's not as bad.
Right.
But that's me. Okay, let's see. You also said no to cottage cheese. How come?
Okay, okay. Here's the thing with cottage cheese. It's about the texture and the appearance. The texture looks lumpy, but okay, I've actually used it to make a cheesecake years ago from a cottage cheese, low fat cheesecake. And as a cheesecake, it was great. And I used a cornflake crust. It was really good, Steve. It was
It
really
sounds
good.
like it would be. I
But
know.
because it was smooth it out, I used my, whipping device to, smooth it out. It's just about those lumps. Those lumps bother me. The
I can
texture
see
thing.
that. Um, I noticed you also said no to this one. I don't mind it because I'm a cheese person
Yeah.
who likes cheese. I noticed you said no to the sharp provolone. Why did you say that?
Funny thing, I love mild provolone. Those the ones that you get at the deli section. But the one that you get in like the real Italian section, the harder one, the sharp one, it's too much of a bite for me. It's just
Too much
too
of a bite?
salty, I think.
Yeah, I can see that. Okay. Let's see. Let's go down the list. Da, da, da. Okay, hot tuna fish.
I
You said,
love tuna salad, and I've
uh-huh.
had tuna fish on toasted bread, which made it warm. It was livable, but I could never foresee me eating that hot. I guess I'm
No.
just too used to eating the canned one. I've never had the real one. Have you?
I have eaten fresh tuna one time in an Italian restaurant I guess it was about 15, 16 years back. It's good. I will tell you this, it's a little bit the tuna that you eat fresh and what you get in the can, the chunk light or the albacore. I will tell you that the fresh tuna it's heavier.
Right.
I noticed when I ate it, it sat a little bit like a lump of lead in my stomach. Oh, it was good. Oh, it was great, but it's a little bit of a heavy thing to eat. Um,
Wow.
all right, the next one you said no to was a rare hamburger.
No, for health and safety reasons. I've seen people eat burgers that could have actually mooed on their plate. I mean, disgusting. It's just such a risk. It's just such a medical hazard. I don't
Yeah,
know if it would taste well. I have had medium. I like a medium burger, which has a slight hint of pink. That's
pink.
still kind of dangerous too. But in general, I eat mine pretty, not burnt, but I eat mine, safely, well cooked.
It's funny that you mentioned the word moo. A very good longtime friend that I've known for many many years. This is a true story. God rest your soul. And I'm about to tell a funny about you, but um, a longtime friend of mine's mom. We were in a restaurant, and I like to bounce between medium rare and medium.
Right.
Well, she would only eat a steak well done. That was the only way she would eat it.
The
No.
only way. Right.
So one time I went up and got some steak. It was like a buffet thing. You just say what you want and they cut it and give it to you on a plate. So when I came back and sat down and started eating it, she turned and looked at me and went, moo.
Oh,
And the reason why, and you know this as well as I do, medium rare has blood coming out of it.
yeah.
But that is the least amount of done of a steak that I will go. I won't do rare. Now a hamburger, it has to be medium or medium well. A
Yeah.
hamburger is a little different. Um, but that's a funny thing I look back on, because you had mentioned the moo and it made me think of that. But, all right, let's see. Let's continue here. Burger on sliced bread, not a bun. Oh, wait a minute. You said yes to that. My bad.
Yeah, there's no problem with that. You know what you could do, if I could just mention this tip. If you run out of hamburger buns, a great option. Steve, this is a really good trick. Just toast your white bread, your sliced bread,
Yeah.
and put it on that. Works the same. Works
Sure.
the same.
Yeah. All right. Okay. That was a slight boo-boo, but not really. I didn't mean to mention that, but I'm glad.
No boo-boos on. This is perfect.
But I'm glad you mentioned the tip, and you're right about the toasted bread.
Yeah.
Okay. Even I'm finicky about this one. I'm particular.
Uh-oh.
A cheap hot dog.
Oh, no. I will not. To me, that's pure mystery meat. I'm sorry. I must have a good quality all beef Frankfurter, and I don't care about mentioning the name. This is not a sponsored ad. Nathan's, Hebrew National, Best. I'm sure I'm forgetting one. Sabret. Those
Yeah.
are my top four contenders. Everything else, no, thank you. I have four choices, so
Yeah. I mean, if I can just throw in a couple tidbits.
sure.
Um, I'm a Nathan Sabret Hebrew National as well. Um, once upon a time, I will still eat an Oscar Mayer beef hot dog,
Yeah,
but years back, of course, we're talking about what, early 80s, late 70s. My favorite as a child was the basic, simple, classic Oscar Mayer, the non-beef.
amazing.
But they've changed the recipe on that hot dog so many times over the years. I don't know what's from what anymore.
That's
So I,
it.
so I just stick with, the three. If I do see a beef Oscar Mayer on sale, I might buy it. I mean, Oscar Mayer is not a bad brand. All right, let's see. Let's go down the list. This is a good one. I'm in agreement with you on this. Somebody's tried to get me to eat them over the years. The answer is no for me, but I'll ask you. Oysters.
Yeah.
How come? Why do you not like the oysters?
I'm just not a fan of shellfish in general.
Okay.
But that's not completely true because I don't mind eating stuffed clams, those frozen ones with like 900% breadcrumb flavor
Breadcrumb.
and about 1% clam in it. But also, I like clam sauce. But to eat it out of the shell without any like altering to it, for some reason, I've never done it that way. Maybe I'll try it one day. I like clam chowder. I must like the taste of clams, but I've just never really had it out of the shell. But oysters, I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah. Clam chowder. Never really been a fan of that. Again, that fishy. I'll tell you something else that is very good. I'll throw this in, and your subscribers may actually say something about this. I'll tell you what else is good if you've never had it. I do recommend it. Stuffed crab.
Oh, okay. Yeah, crab tastes good.
With the filling that they use the
Yeah,
bread and
because
they
I used to get those saucy Susan one. I think that's crab in that one.
yeah, and that's pretty good. Let's see. All right, the next one you said no to. Even I'm not certain about ever trying it. Bluefish.
Bluefish. Once my father loved to fish. My father loved to fish. My grandfather loved to fish.
Yeah.
Anyway, so my mother, of course, got stuck making the fish, and she used to like it. I did not. As a child, I despised any fish that tastes too strongly like fish.
Yeah.
Ask any friend of mine. I don't like fish that tastes like fish. What? No, I don't like fish that has a strong
Yeah.
oceanic fish taste. I don't know why. I just don't.
No. And then the next one you said no to, and what you just said, I believe, is the same answer for this. And not only that, people like it on a pizza. But I'll ask you, and then I'll put my 2 cents in about it. You said no to an anchovy pizza, and I
No,
get
because okay, yeah, anchovies again. That tastes like fish, and I understand it tastes very. I tried it once, extremely salty.
salty. It is. Now, I will say this because I've lived overseas. I have
Yeah.
had fresh anchovies.
Mm,
Not what you have here. What you have here is canned. I've had the actual true anchovy that you catch.
right, the real deal. Wow,
It's not salty. It's a different taste altogether.
wow.
Oh, don't get me wrong. It's been 40 plus years since I've had it, but I
Right.
do remember it though as a child. Yeah. And then the last one you said yes to, the cold Chinese food. Even I like cold Chinese food. With me, I know this is about you. The only two real Chinese foods that I'll eat cold is lo mein and
Mhm.
fried rice.
Right. Yeah, I have like a sometimes on it, Steve, in my case. The sometimes there's a variant on the sometimes with that. Sometimes because sometimes like if I just eat like let's say fried rice and it's cold, it sort of like congeals. It's like it's
Yeah.
too difficult. It's too difficult only eating that dry rice. You have to kind of sort of heat that up with a little bit of something. But I have a good trick to revive fried rice. Hello, bird. I have a good trick for that. Throw in and scramble an egg. It completely changes. It completely changes the texture, Steve. If you're heating up fried rice, it complete. I'm trying to get you back on here, by the way.
Uh-huh.
Today my computer is act up. I don't know why, but anyway, Steve, it completely changes the texture, and that's why there's a sometimes. Yes, I'm willing to eat cold Chinese food. I've had cold chicken chow mein. It didn't bother me. If y'all like it, y'all like it. The real funny thing is if you eat those things for breakfast. Sometimes your mind is ready for it, but not necessarily the stomach. There you go. So
Hmm.
that's pretty much it, right, Steve? We covered everything?
Yeah. I don't.
Well, this was fun. Thank you for asking me the questions this time because I'm so always asking everyone else on the yay or nay game. Thought we'd have a little fun tonight and turn the microphone over in my direction for my answers. Thanks so much, Steve. Thank
Mhm.
you, everybody, for being here. We really appreciate your time. Please head on over to the Steve Young 74 channel for a wide variety,
Mhm.
random topics. Don't forget his Recipe Tuesday either. If you like to cook, head on over to Steve's channel for Recipe Tuesday. If you like hanging out with us, there are many shows with the two of us on that I don't always get to do on my channel as well. So if you like a little more in-depth chatter between Steve and I talking nonsense, we have a lot of fun doing it, right,
Mhm.
Steve?
Oh yeah.
Head on over. In the meantime, this has been Steve Young and Jen from New York City. Thank you so much for viewing. Why? Because I really do appreciate who? You.
Mhm.
Don't forget to come back in the future for a future show. Thanks again, Steve. Take care,
Oh,
everybody.
you're
Going
welcome.
to do my outro now.
Okay.
Bye. Bye-bye.